As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, huh? With an outstanding Thursday night contest here with Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. Happy to welcome you to week 2 of 3 here in the preseason. Man, this is the week, Brock, where a lot of players, they're not just fighting their opponents out there anymore, but they're fighting each other for the roster spots remaining as we look ahead to the final week of the preseason.
Yeah, that's well said, Kate. And every coach will say the same thing across all 32 teams. Don't count numbers.
Yeah.
Don't look around the room.
Yeah.
Don't look at anybody else. Just worry about doing your job. But when you're outside the top 40 or so, you know it. You know you're on the bubble, and your performance in this game really matters.
Through the warm-ups, both teams are ready. And off we go on Thursday night. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. So now out comes for its initial drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is the weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder, starting off with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They go play action here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up. Cut out left. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Completed to Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And it's the same as a touchback here. This at the 20-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 39. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. And he takes it across midfield. Panthers territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing off the play fake here. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. Set to take over. They go play action on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to ball. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll throw on third and long. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Gain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
So here comes... By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet... still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing now from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. On first down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. You're watching. We're ready to go with the second quarter. They're looking at first down here. Now a give running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll get down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made down the right sideline. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll get down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Hits him on the out route. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll get down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They are throwing it again. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Gets out of trouble. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense out once again. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-0. They send the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Nichols set, 3rd down coming. They're throwing it. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Here comes the unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's headed out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Everyone's set for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And all set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And we've got to stop it here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Simple dive up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's a pickup of 11. 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Slot receiver headed left. Running it after the penalty. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Broncos pushing for a late spark before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And it'll knot this game up late in the second quarter.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts from the goal line. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. One again, once more on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior season. What changes they make to take over here? Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2nd and 3 now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They'll throw on 1st. Caught by the open man. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30. Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. And out comes the goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He's back to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. So we've arrived at halftime. Impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. As we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the time report. Coach?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. First throw for the backup now. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Shotgun now on third down. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give now from the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Tight end going in motion here. Back now, pressure on its way. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Back to throw, Hill. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New series coming up following the punt. And they're going to take over possession. Take the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series.
He's got it inside the 25. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Dump off caught by his back.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Murray on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Now this offense ready to head back out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. They get an even 10 on that play. 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Give now to the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Hand off to the back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And that is where they'll start the next drive. First and 10, Murray. It is cut left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. That's a takeover. Throwing his Hill. Gets it to him on the screen. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed, and you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. And
bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he takes it across midfield. And an 8-yard pickup on the play. They at least headed the right way, but it's 3rd and 13. Hill. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He gets this one away and really connected. This one is sky high. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now Murray on the play fake. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He lofts it, deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Good starting field position. Get ready for 1st and 10. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. Oh, they're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Hill to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long. And don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running this one off right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
To the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Hill now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. 4th down coming up. Here comes it. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Murray here on first down. And this is knocked away incomplete. It's a good play, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've got a flag back by the QB. He may have been hit late on that one. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Lone back gets the handoff. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. To the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Their offense ready to take the field now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They go play action on first. That one's complete, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the 23-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has good room at the 35. Give him 15 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hill. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown. Through to tie it in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he comes through on the kick here in the 4th quarter. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. On 1st down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Murray looking to throw. Caught by Flowers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Good starting field position. Get ready for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw, Hill. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's Marley won't risk something here, just chucks it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working quickly here. Putting the tight end in motion. From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the air, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the 3rd and goal run, but some distance remains here on 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Hill. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Another carry for him. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8. This is biggest moment of the game so far, an important field goal try here. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. That one is good! And they take the lead right near the end of this preseason game.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. This offense ready to get going again now. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. And that's clocked with 9 seconds left. Time for maybe a couple of plays. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. So it's a win. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching Winners, as we'll see you next time from Sacramento.